What's good, everybody? This is Jay, and this video is about BMF Season 2 and why Lucille is part of the blame for Charles cheating and getting that double stroke roll off. Now, we know that he's a grown man, and of course, he's responsible for his own actions all day, but she put him in that situation and has a lot of percentage to blame, and I'm gonna break it down and tell you why. Now, we know that she and Charles ain't been getting along, but it wasn't always the case, and Charles loved his family and they used to get along. We saw in episode 5 that in the very beginning they were happy, they were singing family together on the road again and singing church songs and all that good stuff, and Charles and Lucille was still broke. They wasn't riding in a Mercedes or a Lincoln, they was broke, but they were happy. But then fast forward to now, they're broke, but for some reason she's unhappy now about being broke. And she putting a lot of the blame at Charles' feet unfairly, and it's already been said that she's the one that manages the household finances. So why we broke is partly your fault as well, because you're not paying certain things properly and doing what you need to do. But you want to check his case to see if he got some DJ material, and I ain't talking about for music, I'm talking about ding-a-ling jerking. And so yeah, his DJ material, he moved it, but she still got that little side eye that women like to have, and he trying to give his baby a little hug and smooch while she trying to go on a church retreat instead of trying to retreat and figure out what's going on with her at home. She worried about this one little cute little thing that at church likes to sing with Charles, so she wanted to go ahead and put her stank on it and kiss him to like make sure she sees that's my man and stay away. And she wouldn't have kissed Charles had that woman been there. So it seems that all the things she's supposed to be doing with her husband and her man, she only does because some other woman is around, and it's like she mad at him and don't want him. Look at how he look, walking around sad. That's how you want your man to walk around? But that's what she put him in, to walk around sad, pitiful, walking around with a full clip, a AK-47, armor piercing, and then you see sexual chocolate. Sexual chocolate! That girl good and terrible. She come on in, he trying to fix the cabinets. Next thing you know, she want him to fix that backyard. I want you come on through, Charles. Come on through to this party. I know you know how to move them hips. Women love to know if you can dance, because if you can move them hips, that means you can move them hips. And when it's time, when it counts, in the bedroom, you can do that little horizontal mambo, baby. Let's go. So he thinking about it, because he know, man, I'm a married man. I'm trying to be right, but damn, ain't nobody treated me nice and showed no attention. So next thing you know, he creeping up to the house like Candyman, looking like Michael Myers, ready to go ahead and take something down. Got on his fresh Cosby shirt, his sweater is shining. He see got her shoulders out. He ain't seen no shoulders in a minute, you know. Got that rump roast sitting nice, been baking all night in that little shoulder soup. And next thing you know, she's saying, hey, let's go ahead and dance, Charles. So Charles started dancing, and I think that he didn't really realize what he was getting into at that party, but he was there. He was partying, you know. She go ahead and back that thing up. He ain't had nobody back that thing up. Them shoulders was working real nice chocolate shoulders. He like, oh my goodness, wait a minute, hold on. I think I need to leave. I feel that kickstand rising, but wait a minute. Okay, let's do a little more. So next thing you know, he tried to get up out of there, and before he could, we see that she slowed him down. One of her girlfriends came over, and while he was talking and things, the girlfriend was like, yeah, you did good bringing him over, and she came and squeezed his ass like, ooh, Can't wait to get some of that. You know, Charlie, I can't wait for you to go ahead and redecorate my walls. Yeah, they pink right now, but they dry. I need them a little moist. Yeah, redecorate, repaint. Give me that booty. And she had a ring on her finger. She married, which a lot of people may have missed, which makes me think they may be some swingers up in there, because it didn't seem that nobody cared. She didn't care. Charles didn't say nothing. Who knows, man? It's some freaky diggy up in there, and he might go from 0 to 100 messing around with them. And so, you know, we see he tried to leave. They had a good time at the party. What shocked me is that when Lucille got back, why he wasn't there to pick her up? I thought she was gonna be mad that he wasn't there to pick her up, but instead she gonna finally confront this woman. She was there at the retreat. Why she ain't ask her then? But she just stared at her and then said, "You sleeping with my man? I see you look at him and you like his music." Yeah, all the things that you should be doing. You should be supporting your man, liking his music, building his confidence, making him feel good. Instead, you getting mad and jealous. All the things that other people see in him that are good qualities, you no longer see. All you can see is that he ain't making enough money, and that's what made you unhappy and ruin your relationship with him. And all these other people see everything else. Money comes and go. And so did that dang-a-lang. Charles sure did come and go real fast, because once he got a taste of chocolate, he was like Big Daddy Game, baby. It was on and popping. He tried to leave. He's sucking on them big juicy lips. She grabbed him by the neck, wouldn't let him go, gave him a little neck respect. Next thing you know, I thought that Cosby sweater was coming off. We already know what Cosby he like to do. I'm surprised he ain't have a little something, but next thing you know, he was up in there. It looked like he found gold. I thought it was gonna be, you know, the heavens open up. He grabbed that midsection, and you see that grip right there? That's the grip of it's time to go to work, baby. Okay, let me let you know that grip right there. Then when you intertwine them fingers, he needed that. That was supposed to be for Lucille, and actually she got lucky because it wouldn't have lasted long. But what he was giving her was what he been wanting to give his wife for so long. He told her, "I can't keep my hands off you. I love you." And he may not have necessarily been thinking about her so much as his wife. And that's why he had to pull them pants out and run. He said, "What have you done to me? What have you done to me?" And she just like, "Another one bites the dust, baby." And so Charles laughed. She ain't even give a damn. She laughed, you know, "What have you done to me?" But once Charles got back, he ain't even take that off. He still had his ding marinating in her funk, and he was reminiscing on that encounter, and he started to even smile like, "Ooh, I sure did tear that up on the wall." I mean, it was 3 strokes. I be stroking. I be stroking. I stroke it to the north. I stroke it to the south. I stroke it everywhere. Oh, here come my wife. Damn. Oh, snap. Let me take this off. And he started trying to dust off the little stroking smell. And before anybody came and noticed, and I just knew that when the daughter hugged him was going to say, "Daddy, you smell funny." But she didn't. She just said, "Daddy, you all right?" And then I just knew Lucille was going to smell that other woman on her, especially them Cosby sweaters. They absorbed funk and sex smells and things. And she looked at him and was like, "I feel all right." Because she thought that the threat that was possibly another woman was Guitar Lady. But she didn't realize it was right up under her nose, which I think is going to be even more devastating for her. But when she said she was ready to go ahead and give him some good missionary, he like, "Well, shoot, That's all I normally get, but I'm gonna go ahead and give it to you. And he went on ahead and took that towel and went and washed off that little sticky icky. And she was ready to give him that good missionary. He already had some back shots from Betty, so he like, all right, let me go ahead and take it down, baby. Come on. And I think he had to. I know a lot of women upset and think that he was wrong, but it would have been horrible if she'd have came home from the church retreat and he'd like, hey, I just slept with your best friend. That would have been devastating. It was best to go ahead and do his duty, please that booty. He had a bent up, nice missionary, because, I mean, you know, she church lady. That's all I could do. I can't turn around. I can't have you hit it from the back. Jesus might see. I can't do that. Now come on, give me some of that stroking. I stroke it to the 1, I stroke it to the 2, I stroke it missionary every time I stroke it with you. And then that was it. So, I mean, then I look at it as she, for one, he was used to that missionary and he liked that missionary. She cut off the missionary. You can't cut off the prayer time. And then you complain and nag. Women, you cannot complain, nag, give the cold shoulder and the dry walls. Okay? And make somebody, the grown man, feel unappreciated. And what I'm saying applies both ways, men and women. But men, they normally want to, you know, still wet them walls at least. But women will cut it off and clamp it down when a woman's fed up. It ain't no loving. And so I think that she's a lot to blame because he started to realize that other people do appreciate me. And yeah, I may not make enough money, but I do other things and I have other things that other people do see and appreciate. And it seems that Lucille, my wife, sees none of that. And when a man is fed up, I can really talk about that because I am a man. It makes you not want to come home. It makes you not want to paint them dry ass walls that she got. Literally, some people talking about, why is he always fixing other people's stuff? Well, I don't want to do nothing for you, and I don't want to be here because you nag, you complain, and people don't like to help people that don't feel that they appreciate it or that they don't appreciate you. And so he doesn't want to even be there. He doesn't feel loved, doesn't feel appreciated. And I think that all started with Lucille. He didn't do anything to deserve this. And they were always broke. And no relationship is perfect. They should have had communication. And no, he shouldn't have cheated. He should have spoke with his wife. And that's what they both should have done. Now, I think that if they leave it, if he's able to leave it as that one-hit wonder, then they may be okay. But if, you know, she come back for more and she need a little bit more of that dip of that chocolate, I think it's going to be a problem. And I think Lucille is going to be devastated that it's not the girl at the church and that it's her friend that was at her dinner table and ate her food and watched her smack the hell out of her daughter. You watched me smack the hell out of my daughter, and then you took some of my husband's ding ding to go, bitch. So I think that's gonna really be hard, and I'm definitely looking forward to seeing that showdown. Hopefully it's this season, but I feel bad for Charlie because, ladies, it really does have a mind of its own. Give him a break. You got to make sure you take care of that. Some of the women that I have talked to that have been married 10, 20 years or more, they still have a good time with their husband. I'm not saying that's everything. None of them are rich. I don't know too many rich folks. So, hey, it definitely helped. Don't leave nobody walking around with a full clip. May bust off at any moment. be careful. With that being said, I'm out. Y'all let me know what you think. Was Charles wrong? Who got more to blame? What percentage? You let me know. Is it a Charles percentage? Put C and put a 50 or 0. If it's Lucille, put L and 50, 0, whatever the case. I'm interested to see what you say in the comments. Appreciate y'all for watching. I'll see you on the next one. Peace, and I'm out. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please hit that like, subscribe, bang that bell, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.